Once you pick your jumper, it's time to join the Clippers and test your build in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, and it's my player picking up the assist.
And if you're not feeling one of your builds, you have the ability to make 6 total builds and play 1 test game for each one.
The Pacers sporting a good look as they came through the tunnel earlier. We'll see if they look that good when they take their home court. We are... Well, you better believe it. Outstanding, David. Thank you. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Brogdon.
He hasn't been as sharp in the past 10 games as we're used to. It shows in his passing. The assist numbers down. Even the simple passes look tough for him right now. Maybe tonight he can get back on his game.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. LaVine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's White in at the point. And for Indiana, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Oladipo, and it's Holiday in at the 2 guard.
Boy, quickly becoming a real force defensively. Miles Turner, one of the league's premier shot blockers.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Porter. The Pacers pull it in. And you look at the job description for an elite defensive big man. Nowadays, it's not enough to just protect the rim.
No, you've got to be able to move your feet and also defend on the perimeter as well. And that's where Turner's quick feet have helped him. He's able to guard smaller players and recover to the lane, and that's a nice combination.
Indiana on D, 4-point game. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. White with it. Brogdon picks him up. It's stolen by Oladipo.
Defense is all about anticipation, and he had perfect anticipation on that pass and comes away with the steal.
Clark, toward the end of the season, some players hit a wall, others come alive. They can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but that energizes them. What can a guy do to keep improving till the season's end?
Well, I think it starts first with mindset, Kevin. Staying ready, which means you have to be diligent about staying in shape, getting your extra work in if you're not getting the reps in games. Stay even-keeled emotionally. You can't get too high or too low. Keep that professional perspective. I'm a pro. I'm doing what I've always dreamed of doing. I'm getting paid well to do it, and I'm going to focus on getting better each day.
Excellent perspective. White the pass to LaVine. And the Bulls get it back.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Oladipo, here we go. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Boy, how about the determination of Turner? I mean, he's a wrecking ball on the glass on both ends of the floor. Just doesn't give up on plays.
LaVine against Holiday. LaVine looking around. And again, Chicago. No good.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first win.
Here's Markkanen. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Brogdon finds Turner. Here's Warren. The shake. And he lays it up and in.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Bulls trail by 8. Now here's LaVine. One of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Let's use this break to look at the teams that over the past month have been tremendous at converting turnovers into points. Number 1, the Bulls.
Yeah, I mean, their defense has been really good, and it's led to a lot of easy opportunities on offense. Creating points off turnovers has been key.
The shot by Brogdon, no good. And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. trailing here by 8. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
They've just got to be more careful tonight. It's that simple. I mean, those guys are too valuable. They need them on the floor. You know, what a great job Nate McMillan has done since taking over as head coach, leading Indiana to 3 straight postseasons, and the style of play with which the team has played with. A credit to him and his staff.
Brogdon kicks to Holiday. 1:16 left here in the first quarter. And a big part of McMillan's success, getting his guys, Clark, to play hard for him every night.
Yeah, and I think you're right, because this team gets the most out of itself. It's one thing to assemble talent. It's another to bring people together so they're playing for each other. And these guys do that night in and night out.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Now, here's Dunn. Not a lot of room. Passes to Hutchison. Just 5 to shoot. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Tries a 3. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot before second violation.
Taking a look here at numbers for Young. Since the break, he's come back strong, really making his presence felt. He's right around 13 points a night, over 2.5 steals and 6 rebounds. And you look at his gaudy steal numbers, defensively, he makes his presence felt on every possession.
And you know what I like about it, Greg, is he gets great position and uses those quick, strong mitts of his to rip the ball out of there.
Bulls trail by 8. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. Dunn attacking. Young, right side. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul. There's 21 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
A fantastic heads-up play there from Young to find the open man.
Pacers leading by 6. Here's McConnell. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's the break. Here's Satoransky. Another shot. Young. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
You know, those are the plays where you really see Young's quickness off the floor. He's got a great, quick second jump, which leads to second chance scores.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Pacers' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Taking a look at the Bulls, they've got Dunn. Also, Thomas Satoransky out there. And it's Cornette in at the 5 spot. Satoransky with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Back to Satoransky. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From downtown, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
And a finalist for Coach of the Year in 2019, Nate McMillan passing 600 wins last season.
Well, you think about that. That's an impressive milestone for an outstanding coach in Nate McMillan. He moved into the top 25 all-time in wins. He's had 2 other stops as a head coach, Portland and Seattle, and I think he's doing some of his best work with the Pacers. Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Pass to Cornette. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Back to Satoransky. Inside. And Young slams it home.
And you know when he gets that close, Young is going to finish with a dunk.
Pulls up on the wing. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Let's see where the Pacers are, Kevin, in terms of the NBA rankings right now.
And let's give them some credit for that outstanding shooting percentage as well. I mean, they're working hard to take the smart shots, not just the first shot that presents itself. And I think that's really paying off.
Turner's checked in for the Pacers. The kick out to Young. Oh, good with the triple. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Pacers. They lead by 4. They couldn't put the pieces together. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Bulls trail by 4, and Coach Jim Boylen agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylen, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
Here's Sumner, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Clark, it seems that guards are rebounding now more than ever. What do you make of that trend?
You know what, Kevin? I think it's a function of how the game is played. More and more teams play small ball, where they really don't have a big guy out there or a traditional center out there. You may have guards and wings, and oftentimes your tallest guy might be 6'8". So it makes it important for guards and everybody to rebound the ball. So I think you see more guards getting more rebounds because of teams playing small ball as a function of the three-point shot's importance in the game.
Here's Levine.
Oh, man. Well, we know Levine has the hops. That time showing off the creativity.
Pass to Sumner. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Pacers lead by 5.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Brogdon against White. There's the pass to Valentine. Here's Levine. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
You know, he started slow, but now in the second quarter, he's finding his groove.
Up top, Warren. He's coming off a 22-point game against Boston. You can talk about the quiet producers in the league. T.J. Warren is one of the first names that come to mind.
The last 2 seasons, Warren has come close to chipping in 20 points a game. Doesn't do anything flashy, but he just hits his shots and piles up the points on a nightly basis.
The Pacers making a change here. McDermott's checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Markkanen. Porter comes in for Valentine. And it's Dunn in for White.
And once again, Chris Dunn showing off his all-around game. Not just an incredible shooter, but an excellent finisher at the rim as well.
Outside Turner.
2 for 1, probably the way to go.
You can't just heave it, though. I mean, it's got to be a quality shot.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
The Pacers have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Bulls trail by 3. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Levine passes to Carter. Back to Levine. The 11-footer goes back up with 4 seconds on the clock, and Carter lays it up and in. Carter's got his first basket.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
No good on that one. And a close game so far through the first. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50%. And that does it for our...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Pacers, Oren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Holiday in at the 2. Here's White. The rebound by Turner. Pacers leading by 3. Oladipo left side. Turner finds Oladipo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
Oladipo determined that time to get to the basket and forced the defense to foul him by driving right in there.
2 shots.
And you hear it all the time about how they say reaching the top can be the easy part. It's the staying there that's the true challenge. And Victor Oladipo achieved stardom, but has to make his way back after his knee injury in early 2019.
And it's White missing. White's gone 1 of 4 so far. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Saturday, they're off to Miami to face off with the Heat. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Nailed from three-point land. And 11 points for Zach LaVine. And Oladipo had already dealt with soreness in that right knee, and he talked about that, missing about a month earlier in the season.
And some suggested he came back too soon. Hindsight always 20/20, and players want to be out there to help win games. Sometimes teams have to protect them from themselves.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. And that will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. Here's McConnell. Excellent D there from Markkanen.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
The elbow, it's Warren. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Outside Holiday. Fires the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Holiday's got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And truly some significant roster changes for the Pacers this past summer.
Jeremy Lamb, Malcolm Brogdon, T.J. Warren. They've gotten younger and gotten better as well, if you ask me. Excellent work by the Pacers front office.
Oladipo, no good that time. And the Bulls going the other way now. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour.
Relentless in his attack, Zach LaVine. Once he gets into a rhythm, man, what a scorer this guy is.
Here's Oladipo. Excellent D there from Markkanen. And so White will bring it up for Chicago. A 2-point game. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
McDermott's checked in for Oladipo. McDermott with a steal. Now the Pacers moving it up. McConnell with it. Now guarded by Dunn. Fires from the line. Turner. It's hauled in by Cornette. Chicago's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. There's Harrison. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And good that time. Harrison's got the lead up to 4 now for Chicago.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior. No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Chicago shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And the shot by Warren, no good.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Passes it to Hutchison. To the wing right side. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. And the Pacers with possession here. They trail by 6. Here's McConnell. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. Well, we thought the third quarter was over. But it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me, and that's the call we should see here, but no harm in going back to the footage and making absolutely certain.
And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. On the court for the Bulls, getting this 4th quarter started. We've got Satoransky. He's out there with Dunn. Wendell Carter is out there with Harrison. And it's Hutchinson in at the 4.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Now here's McDermott. Satoransky covering. Here's Brogdon. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Jim Boylan talking with his team. He said, "I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go." Guys?
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
And the layup's good off the glass.
Taking the contact like the pro he is, it's clear Brogdon is tough to intimidate when he's looking to score.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Indiana trailing here. Brogdon outside to take the lead. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
You know, he's a big guard who really uses his size well. Brogdon is capable of playing either of the guard spots. He's old school in that way, just a guard who happens to be very versatile.
Pass to Hutchison. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And the Pacers call time here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Brogdon the pass to Warren. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. That's now 8 points for T.J. Warren.
This is the kind of unselfishness you love seeing from Brogdon, making sure he gets it to the open man.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Here's Holiday. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Big time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy. And what a time in the ball game to make it happen.
Outside, Levine. Another three for Chicago.
And you can see the confidence there, Kevin, just oozing out of him. Levine knows he can get his shot in almost any situation, and that's a big one for the team.
Chicago leading, and that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Cornette. Outside, Levine. Porter in the corner. That three off the mark. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to Levine. Fires the three. Tips it. And Oladipo pulls it down. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break.
Brogdon's so good at drawing contact. You can't afford to get overly physical with him.
At the line for your Pacers.
First free throw is good, and that ties the game up. Chicago making some changes. Young comes in for Luke Cornette, and it's White in for Satoransky.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
Levine passes to Young. Back to Levine. Turner with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Brogdon leading the charge. And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pacers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnover.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And White kicks to Levine. And the Bulls with another miss. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
And White with the block.
And I love seeing White use that athleticism on defense. Great hustle to swat that shot.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Young. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Here's White. No good on the triple. Holiday, the pass to Warren. To the paint, Turner with the steal. Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Holiday. So it's Indiana picking up the win. It was up. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
can't wait to get started in the NBA 2K21 demo, get my player started, and of course, all-time Lakers versus all-time Celtics.
Just out of curiosity, Chris, who has more championship rings?
Yeah, I was going to talk about the Lakers, but then you bring up that argument, and I really don't have anything.
Got to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Young.
Defensively, he's really stepped it up over the past few months. You can see the jump in his steal numbers, and it hasn't been by accident. He's put in a ton of effort at the defensive end, and boy, is it paying off.
So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Robinson. Jones is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Nunn in at the 1 spot. And for Chicago, Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's White in at the point. And at the end of the year, Brent, we've been seeing an uptick in play from some young, lottery-bound teams.
Well, they're always excited about having opportunity to play loose and play free. The backside of that is you didn't play well enough to get into the playoffs.
Right.
So, good coaching staffs with young teams that have potential, Kevin, will ask their teams to be spoilers. Like, embrace the idea of let's compete tonight against that team.
Make
they're
that your
the 4th
playoff.
seed. Yeah, let's go up against this.
Sure.
There are other teams that, quite frankly, just give up on the year. And some guys will have some big empty numbers to finish off the season. You got to temper your kind of eyeballs on those things.
The kick out to Porter. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Carter finds White over Robinson. Carter. The tip in on the offensive rebound.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here is Robinson. 23 points for him the last game against Charlotte.
Yeah, but there's always this point, Kevin. You got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
Nice read from the big fella. Markkanen demonstrating a solid feel with his passing.
Here's Nunn. His last outing, he had 18 points. Outside Robinson. And the pass to Butler. Shot clock at 6. Outside Robinson. A three-pointer off the mark.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Porter passes to Markkanen. Kicks it to Levine. Pass to Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Well, you just watch Levine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Greg just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with Levine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year whenever he goes at the rim.
Bulls have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And White kicks to Markkanen over Jones. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Markkanen absorbing the contact. He's really good at staying with his shot through that contact.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Porter. Saransky's checked in for Levine, and it's done in for White. Now here's Dragic. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte.
Good anticipation there from Iguodala, who is a very good passer.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. The Heat beat them last time when these two teams met down in South Florida.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
Here's Markkanen. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Magic in Orlando. Here's Satoransky. Goran Dragic grabs the board. Miami trailing. Launches a three. Iguodala. No good. The Bulls have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Here's Hutchison. He's covered by Iguodala. It's blocked. That one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crowder. Young's checked in for the Bulls. Valentine comes in for Chandler Hutchison. Leonard, he's checked in for the Heat. Long range from the inbound, and the Bulls with another miss. Miami's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Dragic, the pass to Hero. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic.
And nice court vision from Dragic there to get a great look at the bucket.
They play the clock right, they can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Now, so many people were worried about Chris Dunn's offense after his rookie year, but you know what, Greg? He's turned it around.
And gone from struggling to hit 40% of his shots to shooting better from the floor. Still a strong defender, and he's making people forget that his offense was ever a question mark.
Well, you watch Goran Dragic play, and Brent, he's so deceptive with his movement both on and off the ball.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons why, Kevin, is the change of speeds. I also add the fact that guys who can handle the ball and are crafty and are left-handed, boy, it's tough on a nightly basis to change up your mindset to guard a guy who you know is going to go left all the time as opposed to right. Trust me, in practice, I had to do that with Manu Ginobili a ton of time in San Antonio. Dragic similar. Great use of speed change. That's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
And here is Dunn. Young off with the layup. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And from what we've seen so far from the Bulls, what's your take?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
We've got Young. Thomas Satoransky is out there with Harrison. Then there's Valentine. And it's Cornette in its center. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. The Heat trail by 3. Pass to Leonard. And he banks in the layup. Leonard's got his second basket of the night.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Pass to Young. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Down low. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation. Now,
here's Satoransky. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Cornette kicks to Harrison. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. There's the pass to Satoransky. Clock at 6. Offline with his 3. The Heat have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Silva. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Chicago has gone 0-2 from deep here in the summer. And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
The Heat back on the rise. The Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
The shot by Satoransky, no good.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Some changes for Chicago. Carter comes in for Luke Cornette. And it's wide in for Satoransky. Kicks it to Iguodala. Over Harrison. Iguodala no good.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
White looking around. Out to the right wing. And again, Chicago turns it over.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Butler. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. Averaging about 18 points per, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
Well, he looks to score, and he looks to score often.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Young. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Valentine. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Shaquille Harrison. And so here is Chicago after the Heat pick up 2. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Pass to Hero. 1:32 left in the first half of the game. Good. Crowder's got the lead up to 5 now for Miami.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Markkanen against Crowder. Markkanen dishes to White. On the wing, LaVine. 6 to shoot. Shoots. And it's good off the back rim and in. LaVine's got 4 this quarter.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
It's stolen by Carter. And, oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. LaVine for 3. It doesn't go for him. Miami leading by 3.
2 for 1, probably the way to go.
Don't want to rush it, but you don't want to take too much time here.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's LaVine. The Heat getting the bucket. At the elbow, it's Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
And how about the hops there by Markkanen? He knows not many guys can block that shot. Good at getting that deep post position.
Here's Hero. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Nunn passes to Hero. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period, but... And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Heat, Jones is out there with Adebayo. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Nunn in at point guard. And it's the Bulls with the ball. The Heat getting the bucket. It's Porter outside. And with offensive rebounding, which players can you count on to create second chance opportunities every game they play?
Well, Giannis in Milwaukee does a pretty good job with his length, grabbing boards and being able to go back in and cause some problems for the defense. Rudy Gobert is always around the rim, both defensively and offensively. DeAndre Jordan did that for years, so it'll be interesting to see if he can continue that role down there to be a putback and a stick-back guy.
And with out-of-this-world athletic ability, LaVine has become one of the game's best dunkers.
And it's the Heat with the ball. Here's Butler. And it's sent back by Carter. Here's White. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 3 assists in the game. They get a hand on it. White with it. Robinson picks him up. Carter kicks to Markkanen. Back to Carter. From deep. That shot is off. And Miami the other way now. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Adebayo. Robinson passes to Butler. Outside for Robinson. Shoots over White. Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got his first points of the game.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And Carter now, top of the key. Outside, White. Back to Carter. To the right side. And it's White missing.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Derek Jones gets talked about a lot in terms of his dunking prowess and the way that he can get up in the air and maybe make a poster and a memory in the flash of an eye. But beyond the dunks, he's done a good job of really improving his game since coming into the league in 2016.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Now here's Levine. He's got 10. And it's the Heat on the break. Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
Yeah, and Butler just can't be stopped. I mean, even when the D knocks him around, he keeps his focus on the basket.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Hey, Brent, for Derek Jones, he saw the floor a good amount in his first full season with the Miami Heat.
Derek Jones is somebody that the Miami Heat continue to explore, and I guess if you're within that organization in Miami for a number of seasons, they like something about your competitive spirit, and that's where Derek Jones has probably found a home here in Miami.
Olynyk, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. The Heat leading by 12. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Dragic kicks to Leonard. Dragic the pass to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Olynyk. 14 feet away. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Olynyk's got the lead up to 14 now for the Heat. And stolen by Dunn. Here's the break. Pushing it up. Looking to end the run. And again, no good by Chicago. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for Miami. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Leonard the pass to Crowder. Here's Hero. 6 on the shot clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. Here's Dragic from outside. It's hauled in by Dunn. Bulls have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. To the inside. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Harrison.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass, and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Dunn against Dragic. He kicks it to Olynyk. Over Dunn. And Olynyk with the basket on the assist by Dragic. Olynyk's got his second bucket. Dunn outside. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Miami Heat sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here, looking like a point guard, put the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Valentine, Satoransky there with Chris Dunn. And it's Young, and it's Hutchinson in at the four-man position. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. The Heat leading by 14. Here's Hero. Outside Dragic. Passes to Hero. Puts up a 3. That one misses. The Bulls shooting around 40% from the floor here. Young against Dragic. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And Satoransky kicks to Dunn. Shot clock at 6. The feed to Young. It's stolen by Adebayo. Here's Dragic from outside. It's hauled in by the Bulls. And it's Dragic with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. So for the Bulls, Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. And Porter subbed in for Denzel Valentine. Satoransky, no good that time. Now the Heat take it the other way. Robinson for 3, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his 4th assist in this one.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Now here's Satoransky. 6 to shoot, and it's done, penetrating, and it's in there.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Heat leading by 15. Here's Nunn. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Misses the 3. Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Dunn. The pass to Satoransky. 7-foot shot. The kick out to Porter. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. The shot by Satoransky, no good.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. And Robinson comes to help. Young finds Carter. Here's Porter, and he uses the glass on the layup. I often hear about players talk about their favorite spot to fire from on the floor. How much of an effect does that really have, the favorite shooting spot?
Most of the time, Kevin, what you're talking about is star guys, because they're the ones who ultimately in any given possession, the coach is trying to find that guy in that spot to do something. What happens throughout the course of a year is when that player has the ball there, everybody else knows what to do.
Right.
Like the player knows what he's going to do, right, Kevin? Because he's the star player. But everybody around gets comfortable with the options and where it is that he goes. If he goes right, if I slide right, I'm going to get the 3. If he goes left, he's spinning back. I might move towards the top of the key. So the familiarity of not just the player, but the players around the player, that's where you can make it happen.
That's interesting. Here's Robinson after the made shot from Wendell Carter. Nunn passes to Adebayo. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Dunn.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Heat.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Pass to Nunn. In the corner, Iguodala with it. To the middle. Young with the steal. Dunn looking over the floor. Here's Carter. Poked away. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the...
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. benefits to the stick, resulting in unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Hang time, Ruben the plug of the power, ayy. Came with a charge in my alley, ooh. Charge it again like it's credit, your team crowd me to edit, yeah. I see face and credit, hold up, ooh, that's dead. Need a minute, need a plan to revive, let's clear shot pressing. They say what I said.
Coming to you tonight from the American Airlines. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Brogdon.
And he's not passing the ball as well this month. If you look at his numbers from earlier in the season, he's not seeing the court as well. It may be a little too focused on creating his own shot than orchestrating for the guys around him.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the 2-guard spot. And for Miami, Jones is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Nunn in at the 1 spot. For the Heat, their last game, a loss to Charlotte. And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
And here's Jones after the three-pointer from Victor Oladipo. Robinson for 3. The offensive rebound. The pass to Nunn. Outside Butler. Second shot opportunity. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
It's stolen by Adebayo. Lets it go from deep. That shot, no good. So the Pacers will take it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, but what a tremendous effort, Kevin. I thought they were coming all the way back. Such a terrific fourth quarter of basketball, but they just could not get over the hump.
Here's Nunn after the made shot from Victor Oladipo. Here's Butler to the left wing. Nunn passes to Jones. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Makes it off the glass. Jones has got 6. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Oladipo finds Turner. Holiday, guarded by Robinson. Holiday attacking. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Butler passes to Robinson. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Fires for 3. And it's Butler missing. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. Holiday with it. Jones covering. Back to Holiday. 3-pointer. And Indiana, another 3. Doris, who are some of your favorite players to interact with, interview, and question as you go through the season?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many guys. I think, certain people really give a lot of thought to their answers. So Kyrie Irving, he wants to explain what he's thinking. He's willing to share and take a moment and consider the question. Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, all of these guys, when I ask a question, Kev, they'll pause for a moment, consider the question, and then respond. And for somebody who's got to interview, there's nothing greater than having those guys willing to take some time with me.
Doris, and you always get great answers from them, too. So there's a great rapport there, I can see. Oladipo, good.
Wow, the remarkable speed of Victor Oladipo. Put it on the deck and get right to the cup.
The Heat trail by 4. Jones in the post. He's covered by Warren. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Well, silly foul. He realized it when it happened. That's where you'd like to see him show a little bit more discipline.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. Here's Hero. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
How about the relentless effort on the backboards? Crowder utilizing his size to eat the window.
Now McConnell. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's Crowder. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
So the wing on the left. Back to McConnell. 26 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Good on the three-point shot.
Well, Kev, we know Andre Iguodala has proven himself a capable three-point shooter. You've got to show him a measure of respect.
McConnell with it. Can't hit from 12. It'll count. It's not going to go for him. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. It's the... And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina. Specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs, and credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. We've got T.J. McConnell, and it's Holiday, and at the shooting guard. That'll go on McDermott. That is his first foul of the game. Edmund Sumner's checked in for T.J. McConnell. Leonard, that's for two. Passes it to Hero. Outside Dragic. Tries again. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Boy, Kev, don't you love to watch Andre Iguodala throw himself into the dirty work, gets to the offensive glass, keeps a play alive. Beautiful.
Here's McDermott, who's back up. Pass to Sumner. He kicks to Sampson. Clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Bitadze. That one good for two.
Great chemistry between two teammates. Love the passing.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And that one misses.
I think the Indiana Pacers, as an organization, a team that tries to grow its own superstars. Miles Turner, certainly a guy in that conversation. The 11th pick back in 2015. He has gotten better every single year.
Now here's McDermott after the miss from Goran Dragic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Doris, you look at Turner's impact. It's definitely at both ends of the floor.
No doubt, Kev. Turner was the league leader in blocks last season. He became a much more efficient three-point shooter, and now all of a sudden he's becoming a better facilitator out of the post. Just great development.
Pass to Hero. Good ball movement here by Miami. Unloads from 13. No good from Dragic.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Holiday finds McDermott. Over in the corner, Sampson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Andre Iguodala. It might be the end of the regular season, Doris, but tonight's game has postseason implications.
What's better for an NBA team late in the year than to have a great test with a highly competitive group you're looking opposite? So obviously you want to play tough, meaningful games in preparation for the playoffs. This is going to be great.
Playoff atmosphere, you're right. Miles Turner, he's checked in for the Pacers. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Justin Holiday. Leonard. And it's sent back by Turner.
I tell you, you love the attitude of Miles Turner. No one is getting off these shots when he's nearby. No one.
All right, a chance to check out some stats for Brogdon. They've gotten some big performances from him since the All-Star break, averaging 15 points a game, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Myers Leonard. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Indiana. Here's Nunn. Rebound by Sumner. For Indiana, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And there's the pass to Oladipo. Wide open. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
This guy is a terrific mid-range shooter. Victor Oladipo, give him any space, he will take advantage.
And he gets the bucket.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
And Brogdon, here we go.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Passes it to Nunn. Here's Butler. It's stolen by Oladipo. And now the fast break, Brogdon with the ball. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Heat. On Friday, they'll host the New York Knicks. Then on Saturday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls.
And for their matchup with the Bucks, I think this squad has the confidence that they can play to their strengths against them. And even though they're going after the #1 team right now in our league, they feel they can get the W.
And so here is Miami after the three-pointer from Victor Oladipo. Iguodala, that's good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's none. Silva. That's tipped. Indiana's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Oladipo, the pass to Sampson. Here's Iguodala, and the slam dunk by Iguodala.
Andre Iguodala got it cooking a little bit tonight. He never takes bad shots, and it's paid off.
And here we go. Here's Adebayo. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. It's got to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Butler.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Warren's checked in for Jakar Sampson. Aaron Holiday comes in for Edmund Sumner. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Brogdon. Here's Nunn. His last outing, he had 18 points. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
And a 2-for-1 is there for him if they want it.
Well, you're trying to end the quarter the right way. It takes awareness and it takes discipline.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
Olynyk can't hit. Now the Pacers with it. They're on an 18-7 run. And Holiday kicks to Turner. Rebound by the Heat. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them. Here's Crowder. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. 6 points for Jay Crowder.
I'll tell you this, Jay Crowder is one tough cookie. This guy won't be deterred by the defense.
Nice D from Warren.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And that's it for the first half. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal. Victor Oladipo putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points and 1 steal. And that does it for our half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Victor Oladipo in this game, he has been everywhere.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
They've got Robinson. Jones is out there with Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Nunn in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
Well, you think back to T.J. Warren and how good he has been for the last few years. And yet last season, he took a huge step forward by adding the three-pointer to his arsenal.
Brogdon. That shot missing. The Heat go the other way with it. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home. Drills it from outside. Butler's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Miami. And the way Warren improved his three-point shooting last year, Doris, was incredible.
No doubt, Kevin. This is a guy who went from below 25% the year before from distance to making over 40% of his range shots. He did all this while coming close to tripling his three-point attempts. What an improvement.
A lot of switching on every possession in the NBA from a defensive standpoint, and you see the way Doris offenses are adjusting to that.
Yeah, I think number one, you have to attack the switch. That's first and foremost. And it's an interesting balance between attacking and being patient. Because the one thing you're ultimately seeking in every switch is a favorable matchup for yourself. That's where a critical, thinking guard who knows where to find and put the ball is so critical to your success.
Well, that's a good way to look at it. And it's slammed in by Turner.
How about that? He's 7 feet tall, and Miles Turner, because of that ability to move in any direction at any moment, is a big-time problem inside.
Outside Holiday hits it from three-point range. Now it's a 3-point Pacer lead.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Dragic gets the bucket, and not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Holiday dishes to Warren. Back to Holiday. And it's denied. In transition, here comes Miami. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Jones with the stuff.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good. There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
And it's Warren with the ball for the Indiana Pacers. They trail by 1. Holiday, the pass to Turner. At the tip, Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Jones kicks to Adebayo. Good ball movement here by Miami. Shoots a fader, and there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Well, just good fundamental basketball. You go hunt a body, make sure you box out. Good job.
Heroes checked in for the Heat. We've got 1:48 left to play in the third. It's good on the putback. Bitadze's got his second basket.
Well, hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just beating everyone to the ball.
Inside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And the Heat lead by 1.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
McDermott for 3. And Jones pulls it down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range. That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. Following the score by Miami. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket for McDermott.
I'll tell you, a delicate touch inside. Doug McDermott trying to expand that offensive arsenal.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Yep, that one goes in there.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
Robinson misses. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so in the game for the Pacers, they've got McDermott, and it's Bitadze in at the 5 spot. McConnell finds McDermott, clock at 4. Here's Bitadze on the money from 12 feet away. Bitadze's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for Indiana. Here's Hero, and there's another one for the Heat.
Well, the presence of mind from Kelly Olynyk, knowing someone's open, finds him quickly.
Here's Holiday. Puts it up from 15. Jay Crowder with the rebound.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Down low. Left side, Leonard. Pass to Nunn. Got a piece of it. McConnell with it. Leonard picks him up. Here's Sumner. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, Doug McDermott, a high IQ basketball player, understands when his teammates are open how to find them.
Wide open to the hoop. Here's Sumner. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
They continue to battle out there. So close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Here's McDermott, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Now it's a 3-point Pacer lead.
Well, the respect you have to have for McDermott's jump shot opens up that drive for the easy opportunity.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Here's Sumner. McDermott passes to Bitadze. Great look, but off the mark.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Back to Leonard. The second effort. Holiday with the block. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Hero. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Here's Sumner. Back to McConnell. 6 on the shot clock. Holiday with the 3. And once again off the mark by Indiana. The Heat have gone just 33% from the field in the 4th quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And they're on the break. Bitadze with the bucket. Bitadze's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
The Heat trail by 3. Outside Crowder. Pass to Nunn. Out left to the wing. Now the pass to Hero. Crowder with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Shot by Crowder, no good. Pacers leading by 3. Passes it to Sumner. Indiana moving it around. In transition, here comes Miami. Got a piece of it. They get it back. Kicks to Olynyk. It's over McDermott. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
And he slams it one-handed.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to lead, no doubt.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
He hits the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And some changes here for the Heat. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Olynyk. Jimmy Butler comes in for Jay Crowder. Robinson is subbed in for Hero.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit. Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
Oh, Kev, Jimmy Butler loves to rise to the occasion, sticks it right in the defense's face.
Inside, here's Turner. The kick out to Oladipo. Pass to Holiday. Six to shoot. Oladipo for three. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Turner's got the lead up to 6 now for the Pacers.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Holiday, the pass to Brogdon. And here's Holiday. So it's Indiana picking up the win. They seem to relish their... David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA 2K20 to a close,
Nightfall in the Windy City. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out east. The season nearly complete. You look at Indiana. If the playoffs started today, they'd hold the number 5 seed. Of course, they're looking to build on that. And, of course, the Bulls. Not really any threat right now as their record's showing a lot more losses.
And seeing where Indiana is, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
I agree. As good as they've been, they do seem like they're missing that true killer instinct that sets the great teams apart from the good ones.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the 2. And for Chicago, Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at center. And he gets it back. Just 4 to shoot. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. Pacers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. You know, Smitty, you watch Markkanen. He's just built for the modern NBA.
Yes, he's an incredible weapon on the pick and pop with his shooting touch. You could see that being his go-to move, Kevin, for a long time.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Bulls. Last game matched up with the Magic. Tough loss there. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Turner leading the charge. No problems knocking that one down.
Assist goes to TJ Warren.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Oladipo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Oh, how about the floater there? Nice drop.
Outside, White. And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That's his first foul. Outside, White. On the wing, Porter. Dishes to Carter. Outside, Porter. 5 on the clock. Kick out to Levine. There's the three. Buries it from three-point range.
There's always been a level of savvy to Porter's game. Beautiful pass.
And Warren with the basket on the assist from Brogdon.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now, here's Markkanen. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Magic in Orlando. Pacers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. The shot by Turner, no good. Bulls trail by 5. Here's Levine. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Levine's got 5 now. You know, the league is trying to maximize competition, Steve, and flatten the draft lottery odds has been one way to do it. Will that be enough? Or is there still work to be done in that regard?
You know, I love the way they've done it so far, but I still think they can tweak it even more, and we'll get a better product on the floor where teams get a chance to compete for all 82 games. I like what I'm seeing right now.
Here's White, following the score by Miles Turner. Outside, Levine. From the arc. It's hauled in by Warren. Pacers leading by 5. Oh, Turner in position. Oladipo, good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Pass to Porter. Markkanen with it. Outside, Levine. Offensive rebound.
For a stretch 4 who spends a lot of time on the perimeter, Markkanen does a good job attacking the offensive glass.
And it's Brogdon off the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Levine passes to White. 43 seconds left to play here in the first. Porter looking it over. Back to White. Levine inside the three-point line. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And just running the offense. White's that new breed of combo guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Very nearly stolen. There's no need to force that pass.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Holiday with the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now, here's Dunn. D right on him. Satoransky in the corner. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. McDermott for 3. Kept alive by Indiana. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Good if it goes. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that does it for the first quarter. Pacers lead by 8. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. We've got T.J. McConnell, and it's McDermott in at the 4. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. We have a chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season. Number 1, the Bulls.
And all those points off turnovers have been a huge bonus. I mean, that aggressive defense has also paid dividends at the offensive end of the floor.
We've seen real improvement from Chris Dunn at the free throw line. Used to be his Achilles heel. Looking at the Bulls roster, there is a lot to like. They have a great collection of talent, and their core players are all very young and improving.
Bulls trail by 6. To the left side wing. Satoransky in the corner. Back to Dunn. The pass to Cornette. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Dunn misses. And Steve, for the Bulls fans, their hopes lie in their young core.
Totally agree. The Bulls should focus on developing that core. Have a good blend with Levine, Markkanen, and Carter. They just need to keep their eye on the prize. That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Pass to McDermott. Outside Holiday. McConnell in the corner. And there's the defensive 3-second call. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Defensively, Smitty, why do we see more full court press in college than we do in the NBA?
You know, the guards are better at the NBA level. And I think also your 5-man, who usually a guy who can't bring it up, they're pretty good at the NBA level. Just overall, Kevin, the skill level at the NBA level is better at college, so you can't really trap guys and pick on one guy who's not equipped.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Now here is Holiday. 8 points his last outing.
All about the team. Justin Holiday looking for the open man and finding him.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Now here's Satoransky. He's covered by McConnell. Satoransky, the pass to Harrison. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Pacers leading by 7. McConnell scanning the floor to the paint. McDermott. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McDermott's got his first points in this one.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Valentine. Lays it up and banks it in. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Indiana. McConnell passes to McDermott and finished off by McDermott.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Pacers. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Golden State Warriors.
And it's going to be home game after home game after home game for this group. So they got a great chance to string together a number of wins given how strong they've been playing.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Wendell Carter comes in for Luke Cornette. And Lauri Markkanen subbed in for Thaddeus Young. Now here's Satoransky. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. A minute 20 left here in the second. It's hauled in by Warren. Warren's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Turner dishes to Oladipo. Valentine grabs the board.
He'd like to have that one back. That's easy money.
Carter finds Satoransky. It's good.
Beautiful find by Carter. Sees the floor really well for a young big.
Indiana leading by 9. Passes it to Brogdon. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Here's Turner. He hits it from 9. Turner's got 8 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Satoransky. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Shot clock at 6. He kicks to Carter. Markkanen with it. Now defended by Warren. Here's Carter. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
This is what we talk about, value in each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
White, he's checked in for Satoransky. Jakar Sampson's checked in for the Pacers. Brogdon the pass to Turner. Back to Brogdon. To the middle. The 11-footer. Warren. And Warren able to finish. And the Pacers lead by 13. There's White. And so it's the Indiana Pacers. 13 points up.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal. Indiana did not hesitate to set the pace. They launched into a 6-0 run with... That's all for now.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You got to like what Miles Turner, guys, has done in this game.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So the Bulls 5 right now. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's Porter in at the 3 spot. Levine for 3. The rebound by Brogdon. Pacers leading by 13.
And historically, you almost never saw a great shot blocker who could also knock down triples at a high clip. But count Miles Turner among the unicorns who provide that rare combination.
And the stretch center in demand for Miles Turner, Greg. How does he take that next step as a player?
Getting stronger. And continuing to improve his recognition and communication at both ends of the floor.
White against Brogdon. And White kicks to Markkanen. In the corner, it's Levine. Just 5 on the clock. And it's sent back by Turner.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Now how they envision this one.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
With Wendell Carter Jr., you love the do-it-all ability. The understanding of the game.
To the inside, Warren. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. And it's 6 points for T.J. Warren.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And Levine, here we go. And the jam by Levine.
Explosive move there by Zach. Quick first step, then a thunderous finish.
Holiday finds Turner. And Oladipo has it in the corner. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Terrific game plan coming out of halftime. A perfect 3 for 3 from the field.
Outside, Markkanen. And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Bulls, Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. And it's Chandler Hutchison in for Markkanen. And a change for the Pacers. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Victor Oladipo. The finish, and finished off by McDermott.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And White kicks to Cornette, takes the three. And the Bulls with another miss.
Ugly start to this half, hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Got it. Nice one there from Levine. You know, Smitty, every team at some point faces some locker room turmoil. How tough is it to balance team chemistry?
You know, it's very tough. Sometimes you have those 1 or 2 player additions that it just changes the dynamic of your team. Sometimes you lose a leader. He might not be the best player. Then a lot of times guys are playing for contracts, and some guys get a little bit upset because they figure they're playing for their individual success versus team. But when you have that right chemistry, it is beautiful.
Now here's Levine. 11 points in the game. To the left wing, here's Hutchison. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Hutchinson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. There's the pass to Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
Levine with it. One of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Again, Chicago.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Logged in the pass to Turner. There's the triple. Holiday dishes to Turner. Puts it up. That's good from Holiday on the assist by Turner.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Bulls trail by 16. For three, Levine. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1 3 in the first half. Nothing in the second.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Young's checked in for Luke Cornette. Valentine comes in for Porter. Shaquille Harrison, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. And it's done in for White. Here's Sumner. Misses in close. Deflects the pass. It's Young on the wing. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
To the paint. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Young's running. Yes, that goes in. Harrison's got 4 points this quarter.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Here's Sumner. He's got 5. Inside. Bitadze, the pass to McDermott. Hangs. There's Bitadze. He feeds it to McDermott. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
McDermott on your squad is like having a guy that you can rely on knocking down shots from the stretch 4 position.
This one for 3. They get the rebound. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Indiana. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal.
Okay, good patience on your spacing.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the 4th quarter. They've got Leaf, and it's McConnell in at the 1 spot. Overdone. Back to McConnell for the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Chicago the other way. And this game is done. They'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Here's Satoransky. That's tipped, but he gets it back. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the 3. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Satoransky's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Bulls. McConnell kicks to Sampson. Satoransky against Holiday. Over Carter. Connects on the foul line jumper.
Reading the defense, getting a look for mid-range. Justin says, don't forget about me.
Stolen by Holiday. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Markkanen passes to Dunn. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
For a lead guard, Dunn's the perfect storm inside. Long, strong, and athletic.
Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for the Bulls. Lean comes in for Satoransky. It's McConnell atop the key. Pass to Leaf. Sampson kicks to McConnell. Pass to Leaf. 6 to shoot. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And the Pacers lead by 16. Dunn up top. And it's in there.
Especially dangerous off the bounce. Chris Dunn can shift gears in an instant.
Out to the right wing. Here's Sampson, guarded by Porter. And the foul on Wendell Carter. That's his first foul. White, he's checked in for Chicago. Chicago on defense. It's a 14-point game.
That's a shot the defense looked like it was willing to give up. Big mistake.
For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And LaVine, here we go. The rebound by Turner.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Oladipo misses.
Easy chance for mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Carter against Brogdon. Here's LaVine. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
What I like about Zach LaVine right now, he's really finding ways to get to the line more.
And Smitty, with all that he's been through, you can't question Zach LaVine's love of the game.
You're so right. It's crazy to think LaVine wasn't even a starter in college, but he's worked so hard to improve. The way he has fought back from injuries and continually dedicated himself to the game, something to admire. Trying to take advantage of soft defense, he might have gotten over-eager.
White out to Carter. The dish to LaVine. A 3-ball. And again, no good by Chicago.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Porter with the steal.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Pacers.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Miles Turner.
You can set a tone with defense, and that's exactly what he did with how he protected the rim.
A wide open look here for Oladipo. Second chance shot. It's Oladipo on the wing. Indiana moving the ball around. Tips it up, and Turner stays with it. And the Pacers lead by 18.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Turner with the steal. Lob pass to Warren. Stolen by Markkanen. White finds Carter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And even as a rookie, you could see the consistency game to game from Wendell Carter. Very dependable on the glass and on the scoreboard for a player so young.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Bitadze. Passes to McConnell. Clock at 6. And here is Johnson for 3. Got a hand on it. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Coming onto the floor for the Bulls, Tomas Satoransky.
9 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Dunn outside. Fires for 3. It's off. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending.
To this very special episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number 200.
Here's Tatum and
Give me a food.
You play 2K
all the time.
You act.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And now you have an album. Anything you can't do.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and thanks for joining us. Noche Le. Now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Young.
Defensively, he's really stepped it up over the past few months. You can see the jump in his steal numbers, and it hasn't been by accident. He's put in a ton of effort at the defensive end, and boy, is it paying off.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's White in at the point guard. And for the Heat, They've got Jimmy Butler. Jones is out there with Adebayo. Then it's Robinson, and it's Nunn in at the point. And so it's the Heat getting on the board first. Carter tipped back in for two.
Oh, he's just such a terrific offensive rebounder. I mean, Carter Jr. excels at using his big body to his advantage on the glass.
Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he?
And see, Webb, you talk to the Bulls fans, and they are eager for a return to greatness.
Yeah, GA, it's been a long time since the Jordan era, and Bulls fans know it. But you know, GA, the Bulls have a very loyal group of fans. Their patience has been tested, though, but this team needs results.
With the putback. It's another look. Markkanen kicks to Carter. Levine wide open. That one falls coming off Carter's feet.
A decent threat from downtown. You got to see Levine nailing this shot more and more.
And Adebayo throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's White. 20 points for him last game against the Magic in Orlando.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off him.
6 on the shot clock, and there's the pass to Markkanen. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Here's Nunn, and it's Miami with another.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a perfect 4-for-4 start for them. Now they're just getting all the shots they want.
Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Magic. White the pass to Porter. Carter outside. Back to Porter. Goes up to the stripe. Robinson pulls it in.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers. You have to appreciate the ball movement and the commitment to getting a high percentage look.
So it's Chicago now after the Heat pick up 2. And Levine, here we go. Can't get it to fall.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion and protect the rim right there.
You see Zach LaVine in the Bulls uniform, and it's hard not to think of the trade that sent him here. He was a big part of the deal that sent Jimmy Butler out of Chicago.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. No good from Dragic. Bulls trail by 5. Hutchison passes to Dunn. And here's Young. He's guarded by Dragic. Young dishes to Dunn. Back to Young. And another turnover here by Chicago. And a chance here now to take a look at the teams that are tops in the league in scoring points off turnovers. Number 1, the Bulls.
You know, it's not just the turnovers they're forcing. I mean, they're converting at the other end. And you know what? It puts a lot of pressure on you to play perfect.
Kelly Olynyk checked in for the Heat. Iguodala comes in for Jimmy Butler. Dragic gets the bucket. And with Levine and the Butler trade, there were a lot of critics at the time. But you know what, Greg? It's worked out for the Bulls.
And Kevin, the Bulls took a chance with Levine, and he's developed into a bright young star. Took another risk giving him a big contract after the injury, but he's come back better and stronger since then.
Bulls shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And so he hits the technical free throw. And Young kicks to Dunn. Launches it. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
Certainly a work in progress from there, but Dunn really needs to become a knockdown threat from downtown.
There's Dragic with the 3. The shot, no good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there. Here's Satoransky. His 3-pointers off the mark. Miami leading by 4. Crowder goes in. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And out of Marquette, Jay Crowder, a sturdy two-way wing player.
A great system player and glue guy. He had his best years with the Celtics. On the final year of this contract, a great value considering what he brings to the table.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Bulls. Here's Dunn, and it's blocked.
Oh, and he's the rare player with a shorter arm span than his height. I mean, Bill Olynyk is still going to get his share of blocks.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. So for the Bulls, Denzel Valentine comes in for Chandler Hutchison. And it's Harrison in for Chris Dunn. And again, it's the Heat missing. Bulls trail by 9. And the foul called on Myers Leonard. That's his first foul. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Satoransky, and he's good on the 3-ball. For Miami, they've gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Count that one.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The 3 from Valentine. IT that time from Leonard. Stolen by Satoransky. Here's Cornette. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. And so it's the Miami Heat with a 6-point. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vámonos. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Iguodala out there with Dragic. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. Then there's Myers Leonard. And it's Silva in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Chris, you know a little something about that power forward position. Who do you think will be the best at that position in let's say, 3-5 years from now?
Wow, it may be who's the best at that position now will continue to be, and that's Anthony Davis. He can do it all. He was a point guard in high school, and what that gave him was ball handling skills, lateral quickness, and the mentality of a small guy. We all want that as big fellas, that mentality, because you have the height. You just need to believe that you can do it on all ends of the floor, and he can do it defensively, offensively. He can coach. He could be your trainer as well, get guys healthy. I think AD could do it all.
Good explanation. Bulls trail by 8. Here's Satoransky, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Silva, the pass to Dragic. Pass to Silva. Shot clock at 6. Dragic against Satoransky. But they'll get another chance. Kicks it out to Iguodala. There's Dragic with the 3. That falls. Nice speed that time from Andre Iguodala. Dragic has got the lead up to 9 now for the Heat. Chicago's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Dragic comes with the double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here are the Bulls now. Valentine with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Orlando. Young dishes to Valentine. Shot clock at 2. Shoots it up, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. And Miami making a change here. Nunn's checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Markkanen comes in for Thaddeus Young. And it's White and for Satoransky. Iguodala, right side. Silva, the pass to Olynyk. Iguodala outside. Drills the 3-pointer. Iguodala's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Bulls trail by 12. Now White. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Cornette. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And it's important that Markkanen develops his floor awareness. I mean, passes like that go a long way.
Iguodala dishes to Leonard. It's deflected. Down low. Here's White. And foul on the shot. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
Oh, look, that's just the energy that Butler displays. A fiery personality who welcomes overcoming all types of challenges.
Free throw, good Butler. And one of the hardest working players you'll find, Jimmy Butler. At the same time, you know what, Chris? He's not afraid to challenge his teammates.
Yeah, within his team, he's a culture setter, Kevin. I mean, I think he's learning that balance of being vocal, but also knowing just how far he can push his teammates.
Now, here's Markkanen. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Orlando. LaVine for three. They get it back, and Porter putting it right back in.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Pass to Nunn. Back to Adebayo. High post shot. And it's White with the rebound. And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by 9 points. Butler against LaVine. The kick out to Porter. Now the pass to White. And what a play! Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Here's Crowder. And Crowder slams it in.
And showing he can play above the rim. Crowder with the highlight.
There's 25 seconds left in the first half. Right side LaVine. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
I mean, he's a versatile player who can come play either guard position. I mean, LaVine continues to impress as the years go on.
Hero passes to Adebayo. Pass to Nunn. Here's Adebayo. Left side Crowder. No good there.
And he did everything he could to make that shot.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. So it's Miami who's out on top at the half. They lead by 10. And over to Shaq. And that should...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You have to like what we're seeing from Goran Dragic.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. So the Bulls 5 right now. White and LaVine team up in the backcourt. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. And it's Carter in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's LaVine. Feeds to Carter. That's good, and it's LaVine with the assist. Carter's got his second bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Butler against Porter. And that one's good by Butler. Butler's got 9.
What a polished player Butler is, using strong fundamentals to get the job done.
And White kicks to Markkanen. It's hauled in by the Heat. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Butler finds Jones, and it's slammed in by Jones.
Well, I think Jimmy Buckets has underrated vision. He's more than capable of spotting open teammates and distributing the court.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Bulls trail by 12. Outside, Levine. Over Robinson. Got it. Nice one there from Levine. He's got 6.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Well, Zach LaVine possesses a speed, Chris, and a burst that makes him a very tough matchup.
Yeah, and he has a great first step. I mean, when he's trying to beat a defender off the bounce, you can't let him get an edge to the hoop. He'll flush it on your head 9 times out of 10.
Here's Levine, following the score by Miami, and that one drops for him. Levine's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
They made the most of their halftime adjustments. They're shooting 80% so far in the second half.
Passes it to Adebayo. Heat moving the ball around. Sinks the three-pointer. Robinson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Heat.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Porter. In the corner, it's Levine. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. No good on the triple. Bulls trail by 11. Elbow shot. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Jones. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. No good on the shot.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly.
Oh, that was something else.
Easy to see why Levine won the dunk contest in 2016. I mean, he has endless ups.
Here's Nunn. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. The pass to Jones. Puts up a 3. Not going to go that time. Now Chicago takes it the other way. There's 1:17 left in the 3rd. Here's Levine. 12 points for him. And the jam by Levine.
That's just unreal concentration from Levine. Accepting the hit and finding a way to work through it.
And Miami going with a whole new group out there. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Wendell Carter. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Saransky's checked in for Porter. And Chris Dunn subbed in for White. Now here's Dragic. 10 points for him. Pass to Hero. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. 51 seconds left to play in the 3rd. And Satoransky wide open. He fires. Drains the three-pointer.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
And it's not going to be easy, but they've come this far. I mean, they're right here.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Bulls.
Here's Hutchison after the made shot from Jay Crowder. On the wing, Levine. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Oh, the rugged physicality Iguodala brings to the game is special. What a performer this guy is.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
Chicago shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
There's no question Dunn is a great athlete, but he must first work on his shooting as well as his passing.
Outside, Dragic fades and shoots. Off the mark. And a great show through 3 quarters. As we enter the 4th, who will carry the day? Heat lead by 5. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Here's Dragic. Dragic is out there with Hero. Then it's Jay Crowder. Then there's Myers Leonard. And it's Silva in at the power forward. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Unloads from 9, and that's good for 2. And the Heat lead by 7.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Heat. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Dragic. Score of the basket is 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
He's having a great night from the floor, and they're going to keep leaning on him, looking to grow the lead.
Dunn looking over the floor. Young against Leonard. Young passes to Valentine. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Dunn. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Dragic against Dunn. Count it. 14 points for Goran Dragic.
Great work to find the space to get off the open jumper. He's going to work hard for those.
Now, here's Satoransky. The 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. Here's Hero. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
That's good from Hero. So both teams making some changes here. And so he hits both. Well, with his face-up game, Myers Leonard comfortable playing at power forward or center.
Yeah, Kevin, but if you look at the muscle he's added, he sure looks like a pivot. I mean, 7'1", solid, 260. The hammer. Well, that's at least what he calls himself. He's ready to bang.
Carter looking around. Pulls it up. They get a hand on it. And now Jones running the floor all by himself.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Oh, and they're showing no signs of letting up. I love this approach right now. They value each possession.
Outside, White. And the Bulls with another miss. The Heat leading by 13. Here's Hero. Butler from outside. Adebayo kicks to Jones. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Jones has got 10 points in just the second half.
I mean, he's only getting more energy as the game goes along. An incredible second half.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Jones against Markkanen. Right side, White. Passes it to Harrison. From deep three-point range. And the Bulls with another miss.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, not everyone has Steph Curry's shooting ability. I'd be surprised. I'd be hurt if he tries another one like that again.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Heat.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Goran Dragic.
Well, he had a hand in just about everything they did tonight. I mean, he just didn't take a single possession off on either end. He was a complete package.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Oh, Greg, that's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Harrison passes to Carter. He kicks it to White. From 15 feet away, not enough on that one as it misses. And here's Miami. Butler deciding where to go with it. We've got 22 seconds left in the game. Oh, that's blocked. Here's Harrison, defended by Jones. Outside, Porter. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove?
I always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce, and then you see.
I'm part of the baddest game, most successful game in the world. I went to Portugal this year, and the young tour guide goes, "It's Doris Burke from 2K." It wasn't Doris Burke, the announcer. It was Doris.
The buildings of Indianapolis are locations, and as we get a break before a lot of optimism. Thanks, DA. Clark, terrific defensive teams tonight, both highly ranked. What will the offenses have to do to get some scoring in this one?
Well, a few things. One, you've got to be patient. You've got to be ready and willing to make the extra pass. And then you also have to mix up what you do offensively. You don't want the defense to get a steady diet of what you're trying to do. Keep the defense off balance.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Jones. He's out there with Bam Adebayo. Robinson is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Nunn in at the point. And for Indiana, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in a 2-guard. Some nice passing here by Indiana. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Butler trying to claw his way back after a terrible showing in that loss to Charlotte. And the hard scramble upbringing for Jimmy Butler, well chronicled in Houston, Texas. He says it played a part, making him the person, Clark, he is today. But it doesn't explain him.
That's a great way to put it, Kevin, because we are certainly influenced by our experiences and our past, but it doesn't dictate where we'll go in the future. He bounced around for 4 years in different places from age 13 on. No recruiting buzz out of high school, and from there to here, that's a major climb. Credit to Jimmy Butler.
Here's Warren. Up again, and Oladipo stays with it.
Boy, Oladipo has tremendous athleticism, and with his effort on the offensive glass, he keeps possessions alive for his team.
Butler on the wing, guarded by Oladipo. Butler against Oladipo. The pass to Nunn. From downtown, the shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Boy, Butler doing a nice job taking advantage of the open man. Good quick pass there.
Brogdon finds Oladipo. Fires, high post, and Jones pulls it down.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Back to Butler. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Actually, I thought they might be able to sustain that momentum that they picked up in the fourth quarter, but was not meant to be.
To the middle, and then Jones with the jam.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Now here is Holiday. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And Turner stays with it.
That's all about the ticker for Turner. Big heart, a real juggernaut on the boards who uses those long arms exceedingly well to get second chance opportunities.
Here's Nunn. Butler in the corner. He dishes it to Jones. Takes a three. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Yeah, you know, that was out of his reach anyway, so I don't even know why he made that effort. No need to commit the foul there.
McDermott's checked in for the Pacers. Adebayo passes to Butler. Outside Dragic. Shot clock at 5. Off target with his 3. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. They trail by 1. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Kelly Olynyk checked in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Iguodala in for Butler. McDermott finds Holiday, and they take the lead.
Yeah, I'd like to see more passes like that from McDermott, especially when guys are open.
And though they've made the playoffs 4 straight years, Indiana can't seem to get past the first round.
And it's not for a lack of effort, guys. The effort is there. The chemistry and continuity is there. They suffered a big, untimely injury, the one to Victor Oladipo, and it's been hard for them to attract top free agents as well.
And McConnell gets it to go.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now here's Crowder. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Olynyk. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Often you find him out on the wing, but Olynyk seizing the opportunity to go inside and dig out that extra possession.
Outside Crowder. Passes it to Hero. He kicks it to Iguodala. Goes up at the stripe. Count it. Good.
A quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Holiday, the pass to Sampson. It's blocked. Here's Hero. Basket good.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
Pacers trail by 3. Now McConnell. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Back to McDermott. Good. And McConnell gets the assist.
McDermott does a solid job scoring close to the basket at 6'8". His size allows him to capitalize from there.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Heat lead by 1. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Heat, we've got Olynyk. Dragic is out there with Iguodala. Then there's Myers Leonard. And it's Silva in at the small forward position. Now here's Dragic. He's covered by McConnell. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And I respect the craftiness and savvy of Dragic. I mean, when he gets positioned deep inside, he finds a way to score.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth.
He could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
McConnell kicks to Sampson. Back to McConnell. Pass to Sumner. Puts up a 3. The shot misses. Now the Heat take it the other way. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Well, you look at the career of Dragic. Greg, he's always been a scoring point guard.
Yeah, and as Dragic has aged, he has learned to lean more and more on his outside shot. Even when his first step and speed start to falter, he'll find ways to put up points.
Pacers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Sampson, the pass to McConnell. They grabbed their own miss. Pass to Sampson. Here's Sumner. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Andre Iguodala.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And Clark, when you look at how the game has changed, if you were entering the league today, how would you reshape your skill set?
Well, the biggest part would be expanding my shooting range. I was a good shooter at the time that I played, but would need to expand it and was just starting to stretch out my shooting to the three-point line. And then also defensively be a little more committed to that end of the floor, really working to get better there. But ball handling, passing, scoring, rebounding, those are things that I did pretty well.
Butler attacking. He gets it in there.
The well-put-together Butler proving that he's just a little too strong there, not allowing the physical defense to stifle him at all.
Outside to Brogdon. From the line, it's Adebayo with the rebound. Looking at Miami, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Hornets. Jones, the shot, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Here's Oladipo, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Oladipo's got the lead up to 5 now for Indiana. Heat shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Robinson kicks to Adebayo. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Brogdon finds Turner. Oladipo outside. We've got 1:28 left in the first half. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Victor Oladipo. He's putting up 13 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And while the numbers are decent, I really feel like he can do more.
Yeah, you know, his issue is more mental right now, I think. He just needs to block out the distractions and get back to being the star that he is.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. McDermott's checked in for Oladipo. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Edmund Sumner. Butler from outside. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Here's Nunn. Miami no good on that time either.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one.
That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Hero. Hero's got 5 points so far. Warren kicks to McDermott. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Holiday. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The Heat shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And, you know, you can see and even feel the drive and passion Butler plays with. He's an effective two-way player who just loves to compete.
Brogdon outside. Keeps it alive, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. Bitadze's got 6 in the quarter.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. Some good action during the period, as it was just a... And that does it for our...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the 2. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Inside. Lets it go. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Adebayo's got 6.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Robinson against Holiday. Lets it go from 14. And again, it's Indiana.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
When you talk about outstanding athletes in the NBA, Victor Oladipo is on that list. Even if he's only 90%, this guy is explosive, actually more explosive than most.
And you think about trying to come back from that big knee injury, a lot riding on Oladipo's recovery.
Well, a big part of his recovery and coming back effectively is sports medicine has come a long, long way, Kevin. He won the 2018 Most Improved Award. They stopped doing the Comeback Player of the Year, but you know, he's looking for that kind of return this season.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
The Heat trail by 4. Butler. And that one is good. He's got 10.
Good looking shot there from Butler, showing off the nice touch.
Brogdon with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And misses it off the right side of the rim. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Here's Butler. And it's all evened up.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
From 11 feet away, they get it back. Brogdon the pass to Warren. To the inside. Here's Turner. Brogdon outside. 4 on the shot clock. And too long on the shot.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Holiday against Dragic. Back to Holiday. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. Holiday's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Really good to see Turner find the open man, proving once again he's a team-first guy.
Pacers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
No, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny.
You said it, Kevin. He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Pacers leading by 4. And Warren, here we go. And the layup is good. Warren's got 5. Clark, we're seeing a lot of shooters drawing contact. They have that art form down. They know exactly what to do and how to position their bodies, don't they?
Yeah, they really do, Kevin. And I don't know if anybody's any better than James Harden. In part because he's so skilled with the ball, but he's a really thick, strong, agile guard, which makes him hard to defend without fouling him. And he's really developed that ability to seek contact in a legal manner. And I don't think anybody does it any better than him.
The Heat have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses early.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Looking for Crowder. He gets it there. And Crowder slams it in.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down to just 3 in the basket from Hero. And so it's McConnell with it. They'll bring it up for the Pacers. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. McDermott kicks to Sampson. Here's McConnell. Kept alive by Indiana. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Itadze. McConnell passes to Sampson. Takes the 3. Jay Crowder with the rebound. Here's Hero. Gets it off. Can't get it to fall. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Miami, starting the fourth. Iguodala out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's none in at the 5.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Sumner. The 18-footer is right on the mark. And the Pacers lead by 7.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Greg, they keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
And Indiana's shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. And the pass to Bitadze. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Stolen by Holiday. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Here's Sumner. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Hero. Iguodala deciding where to go with it. There's the 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
In that first half, guys, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second, trying to use that shot to stay in the game.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. And then for Miami, Jones checked in for Jay Crowder. Jimmy Butler comes in for Andre Iguodala. Robinson is subbed in for Hero. Here's Holiday. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Jones drives in.
And just so frustrating for a team when you collectively go cold at the line. And that's happened to them here in the second half.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Indiana.
You know, I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury the jump shots.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And it's Jones finishing it off.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it, Kevin and Greg. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
Oladipo outside. Warren finds Turner. free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Turner's length causes defenses all kinds of problems. I mean, he really uses that length extremely well to draw fouls.
Both free throws good from Turner.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
The Heat trail by 4. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. The rebound by Turner. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. It's good. 14 points for Jimmy Butler.
And Butler not afraid of having the ball in his hands in these big moments. He's the guy that you can count on to get it done in the clutch.
That's to Holiday. Yep, it counts.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Knocks it loose. And now Oladipo pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And here's Brogdon from the arc. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Pacers lead by 6.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
1:24 left in the fourth quarter of this one. To the paint. The kick outside to Butler. 6 to shoot. Releases. It's rebounded by Indiana. Outside Holiday. It's Oladipo on the wing. Back to Holiday. It's Brogdon on the wing. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. That shot off, and Miami the other way now. Butler with the ball. Ogden picks him up. Jones. It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
Way to work the glass. Buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
Oladipo dishes to Turner. And the shot goes in.
Proving he has the clutch DNA. Love seeing Turner up his game during these big possessions.
Butler from outside. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's none. No good on the 3. And here's Oladipo. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did it.